Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry, I'm recording in a new place, and I think it's a little echoier. I don't know if that's a word. That's probably not a word. Than the place I usually record. So we're going to see how this turns out. I don't know. I can just hear it when I'm speaking. So sorry about that. Let's get on with the show. So, like I said, thank you for listening. Today, I want to talk to you about that you're okay. Everything is okay, and you are okay. And sometimes you really, when manifesting, if there's something that you have a lot of attachment to, specifically in matters of the heart, there's a lot of feelings around that, a lot of emotions around that. You can feel like things aren't okay. And you can really get into that feeling state of things aren't okay. And it's not that your manifestation will be stopped or ruined or anything because of that feeling. It's more for your sake that you can feel better, just because feeling better is more enjoyable. It's just a more enjoyable way to live. That doesn't mean that you can't have your feelings that you have. Absolutely have them, and you can still get your manifestation. You can have any feeling at all and still get your manifestation. So don't worry about that necessarily. But I want to talk about how when you're in this process and you're deliberately creating your life and you're kind of maybe new at using these tools, even though we've been manifesting our life the whole time, we just haven't been doing it deliberately. But now we're choosing what we want to create, and we've picked something that's probably pretty important to us, right? We usually come to manifesting because there's something in our life we really want, and we're just like, you know what? I've heard about this and I want to try it. People come for different reasons, but that's one of the big ones usually. And so it's important to get back to that place where you know that you are okay no matter what. And that you have got you, right? And often we don't feel that way, right? And often that's a lesson that we have to relearn. So I heard this phrase recently. I was in a class, and it was not about manifesting. It was about something else. But something that one of the teachers said in this class was, I'm learning that again. That was the phrase. I'm learning that again. So sometimes in manifesting, I feel like learning manifesting techniques, or even thinking about how manifesting works, or creating your life deliberately, it can feel like you have to relearn the same lessons over and over again. I know it feels that way for me, and that's good. That's fine. That's great. Because you can relearn it. You kind of just get back to that place where you're like, oh yeah, let me try this again. Sometimes we even fall out of the habit of not doing the techniques. We learned about them and we didn't really apply them. So, that's a place to double check if you need to double check, but that's not what this is about. This is about that even if you never try to manifest anything ever again, even if you are absolutely devoted to manifesting and you try to try to manifest something new every day for the whole rest of your time on this planet this time around, or whatever you believe happens, when you leave the planet, you're okay. You are okay. You are infinitely worthy. You are infinitely okay. Everything is always okay. Even no matter what is happening around you. And so I just wanted to put out that reminder. I felt really inspired. I picked up, that's why I'm recording in a different place. I went and got my microphone to just record this really quickly because I was so inspired to get out this message. But you are okay. That is the message. You are okay. And you can even use that as an affirmation. I am okay. And you can kind of just dip. And I'm using okay. You can use whatever word feels good to you. But okay just is, it's one of those words that where everything is okay. I don't even know a substitute for it, right? It's not the best. It's not the highest place, not the mountain peak. It's not the deep valley either. And it's a place that you can access though when you're in the deep valley, and it's a place that you can access when you're on the mountaintop, right? And any time in between. That there's always this kind of infinite, I call it infinite okayness, kind of like I always think about it in kind of like the pit of my gut or my stomach. Like that's where I think of it as being, although it might be in a different place in your body. That you can kind of just go there and take a deep breath and just get in touch with your internal world, right? Turn internally to yourself and who you are, and just touch place with that place inside of you where everything is always okay. And that's a good exercise to do when maybe things aren't that okay in your circumstances, in your outside world. So like when you're looking externally, things don't look okay at all. They look pretty dim and dark and not good. Or they look okay. I mean, like they look fine. Not the best, not the worst. No matter what those are, though, if you go internally and you turn inside yourself and just really search for that place, that quiet, still place where you can access that you are okay and everything will be okay. So thank you so much for listening. May you manifest exactly what you want.